Okay, coming off of the competition video, I figured this actually might be, or the competition session type, figured this might be a good segue into the prettier side of the app. So, as you know, last time we went through, we looked at our competition score. We don't need to see anything visually, but we can if we want to. But theoretically, you don't need to look at any pretty pictures or anything like that. But that's no fun. I like pretty pictures. Just weird like that. In session details, you'll see up top two buttons there. You can add your favorites, but there's also the review bowls button. So we can actually tap that guy. And in the top right hand corner, you can see there's an ellipsis button there. Let's go ahead and tap that. And then we have scoring that pops up. And let's go ahead and pick a target. We have, what did we shoot? An SR1? I think that's what it was. And we're just going to pick, if you had multiple bullseyes or point of aims on there, you'd be able to select more there. And let's go ahead and just hit apply scoring. Now you can see everything. I'm going to zoom out here. You can see everything is synthetically drawn on there. And if we go back out to, let's go back out and take a peek here. We got 38 and 1x. So we got 1 in the x, 1 in the 10, 2 in the 9. Let's go out here. 1 in the x, 1 in the 10, 2 in the 9. You can see this is that trust factor that I was telling you about. You can see that we shot a 38 and 1x on this particular target. And so we have this little legend here. We can tap it to kind of put in edit mode. We can move this around to wherever you want it. Another thing that's really nice about all the legends that show up, you can just, while it's in edit mode, so it's got, see how it's got that, there's no border. If you tap on it, it's in edit mode. You can just expand it, make it as big as you want it, move it wherever you want it. Doesn't really matter. So say I want to move it over here, drop it, untoggle it, or tap it again to get out of edit mode. You zoom out, it holds, tap it again, move it wherever you want it. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, so pinch zoom that sucker to your heart's content. But you can see that there's actually the target's actually drawn on here, and it's the proper dimensions for the SR21 scoring target. So all the math is done for you. You don't need an SR1 target. You just don't. So we can tap the ellipsis button again if we want to get even prettier. And this is how I like to do it. There's under the view section, there's a hide photo button. And this will make more sense later, but let's hide the rings as well. I'll show you what those rings are actually used for. But if we hide the target, it just synthetically draws everything for you. I'm going to get that out of the way. But there's your target on an SR1. I'm going to say this a lot because it's one of my favorite phrases, but Bob's your uncle. It's pretty easy to do. So yeah, and we can come up here. Let's figure out. I'll show that to you later. I was going to talk about some sharing stuff, but I'll show that to you in a little bit. But yeah, just wanted to show you the scoring and how that actually works when we're reviewing the bowls.